Howdy folks, on today's mini food, and if you don't know what that is, it's the time when I try and scale food down to the size of a plate this size. I've already done a pizza, spaghetti bolognese, stuff like that. I'm going to be trying to make a pavlova the size of this little plate right here. So without further ado, let's get cracking. I think it will work. Let's see how we get on. So folks, with any type of pavlova, what you generally do is get the dish that you're planning on serving on, so in my case this little bare plate, whack it down on some baking parchment and just use it as a little bit of a guide. So I'm just going to get this Sharpie pen and just work my way around it to make like a little template that we can use to build our meringue up on. So if you just see this here, we're going to make our meringue and just stagger it up. Stagger it? I don't know what that word was. Stagger it up on that. Right folks, so what we'll do is start off, this is 1 egg white, pretty much the minimum amount of egg I could get, although you could get these cartons, you know, these like cartons of egg white, I could probably reduce that by half, but 1 egg was simpler. So all I'm going to do is whisk it up. Might take a little while. Should have used electric whisk really. Oh my gosh, I've got to say the electric whisk would definitely have been a better choice, but my arm, I feel the guns baby, it's getting strong and it's getting there, it's getting there. Okay, so it's whisked up so it's nice and stiff now. I'm going to gradually add in my sugar, probably about half of it at a time. It's quite amazing how much 1 egg white can give you really, isn't it? Amazing. I've just added my second half of the sugar. I'm not sure if you can see, it's getting quite glossy, which is exactly what we want, and that sugar is dissolving in there. Perfect times. And just to help it thicken, you might have seen a big splodge there, I'm just going to add a little sprinkling of corn flour and also a little drop, I'm going to do my best to do this, this is some vanilla extract, look at my white fingers right there, just a very small drop, whoosh, of vanilla, just for a little bit of cheeky flavouring, whisk this through, and we're ready to put it on our mould, template thing. As you'll see, I did make a little bit of a mess with the corn flour then, apologies about that, but it's ready and we've got our little template here, let's stack it up. So my weapon of choice to do this is going to be a teaspoon. We're just going to like work it around the outside edge initially and then try and get some height on it. There we go. So I don't want to load it too much. That is pretty much the most I'll get out of it. I'm just going to try and make like a little rim around the edge here just so my filling, the cream and the peach that I'm going to use will sit perfectly in the middle. Right, so it's ready to go in the oven. Hopefully you'll see I've tried to get a little crater there for my ingredients. Now, normal pavlova takes about an hour in the oven, my very messy oven right now, which I'll tidy up any minute now. But we're going to whack this in there. I'm going to give it about 10 minutes initially. Obviously, I don't really know. But in it goes, and then we'll actually turn the heat off. Corn flour protest right there. We'll turn the heat off and let it cool down and dry out naturally. Good times. So while it's baking away guys, with regards to my topping, I'm literally just going to have a peach, which is from a tin. I think even half of it just mushed up with a fork like that is going to be plenty. So I'm going to have to get my tweezers out, pick it up after I've squished it like that. Wow, I'm really pulverating that peach. Yeah. And you can see how just that amount on its own should be perfect for our mini pavlova. Yeah, baby. Right folks, let's step away from peach mode for just a moment. It's been 10 minutes, and just to show you, that has completely firmed up down there. So what I'm going to do, rather than it being an hour, it's only taken 10 minutes, how cool is that? I'm just going to turn my oven off and close my door and just let it cool down naturally. And then we get to build it with our peach and a little bit of cream that I'm whipping up. Right then folks, so here is my pavlova. As you can see, it's very lightly browned and it has, I'll just hold it up against that circle, it still stayed the same size, which is what we're after. And what I said about leaving it in the oven, turning it off, that sort of completely dries it out. But because of the size of it, it only took about another 10 minutes or so. We've got a nice little crater there, so let's fill it up. So this is just some cream that I've whipped up with a little bit of icing sugar just to go in the middle of it. Oh yeah. Right then folks, that was looking amazing. I plonked the apple down just for scale and I'm just using my tweezers to add those little bits of mashed up peach that we used earlier on. Just planking that on there. Planking it again? What is on my English today? Plonking it on there. I think it just needs a little gentle dusting of icing sugar just to finish it off. Here we go. Oh my gosh, that's looking good. And there we have it folks, our mini peach pavlova sat on my plate like so. It is the same size as you'll see. I've got enough to make about another 5 or 6 at least, and just like the mini pizza and the mini spaghetti bolognese, these would make amazing little hors d'oeuvres at a party, or if you want to have like a mini party, I don't know. And it's kind of cool because it's like the opposite of giant food. I kind of like doing these videos too, and you love them as well. So if you've got a mini food you want to see, let me know down below. But let's have a taste of this right now. All in one. What can I say? It is tasting just like a pavlova because it is a pavlova, it's just shrunk down on a mini scale. So for any of you that are out there on a diet, maybe you should take up having the mini food option instead of the large one going forward. But check it out guys, if you have a go, send me a picture at my Virgin Kitchen, and I hope you enjoyed this mini food extravaganza.